Hey, what is up? It is your boy Will and welcome back to the Skinny Survivor channel, the best place for skinny guys to gain their first 30 pounds of rock hard muscle and go from scrawny to brawny as fast as possible. So my name is Will. If you don't know me yet, I've helped thousands of skinny guys all around the world transform their bodies, gain more muscle, and go from scrawny to brawny fast. So if you are a skinny guy looking to bulk up fast, maybe you want mass gain workouts, mass gain recipes, meal plans, tips and tricks on how to bulk up fast, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now because I post daily videos, tips and tricks on how to gain weight for skinny guys. So if that sounds like you, make sure to subscribe now. And if you're a subscriber or you've been following me for a while, make sure after this video that you check out my #1 link in the description below to download your free bulking meal plan and workout to start your weight gain journey in the next 30 days. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 things you really need to avoid in order to bulk up as a skinny guy. Now, these 6 things could be keeping you skinny and could be the reason why you're unable to gain weight, unable to build muscle, and you're still scrawny and can't put on any muscle mass onto your frame, okay? So these 6 things kept me skinny for years. I'll show you a picture right now of me when I was skinny, and I just couldn't bulk up. I couldn't gain weight. I couldn't seem to put more weight on the scale, couldn't seem to build more lean muscle, and I just stayed skinny for the first couple years of my life. In fact, the first 4 years of my fitness journey, I was unable to successfully build muscle, and I simply stayed skinny, okay? And my friends used to call me the scrawny guy. I was known as the lanky guy in school. I would basically go to school and people would pick on me because I was skinny. They would bully me, they would push me around, never give me any respect. The girls never gave me time of day, no attention. And I remember I told my subscribers the story once. I went into a shop and I was looking for a polo t-shirt. And the first thing the girl said to me, she said, "What is the size shirt you're looking for?" She was already giving me these kind of dirty looks. When I got the shirt, my friend actually laughed at me and said, "Hey, your t-shirt doesn't even fit you, and what size is that?" You know, and he was trying to ask me what size it was, and I had to tell him it was a small size. And he said, "Bro, you should start going to the gym. You should start lifting. You don't even fit your small t-shirts." And the girl at the counter was, giving me this smirk. And that was one of the stories that spurred me on to start building more muscles, spurred me on to really want to do this thing and really go in on my fitness goals and really say, hey, I'm sick of being tired. I want to bulk up and I want to be the buff guy. So that was a little story about myself, but let me quickly share with you the 6 things you need to avoid today in order to bulk up successfully as a skinny guy. So the first thing you need to avoid is having too much vegetables, okay? Now, vegetables are really good for your body, really good for your health and well-being, and you need to have servings of vegetables in your diet in order to stay healthy. However, if you have too much vegetables, you're gonna find it very hard to bulk up and consume more calories, okay? When we want to bulk up as a skinny guy, we need to eat more, okay? But if we're eating so much vegetables, vegetables pack in a ton of fiber and they actually make you feel fuller, okay? So one of the things that I do when I'm dieting, when I'm trying to cut body fat, lose calories, or be in a calorie deficit and have lower calories, is I will eat a lot of vegetables, and this will keep me very full for a long time. But if you're trying to gain weight, it's the complete opposite. You want to have just enough vegetables to maintain health and well-being while still being able to put on muscle and pack on those calories. So that's the first thing you really need to avoid. Don't have so much vegetables in your diet that you feel stuffed and full every day and you can't eat any of those high-calorie foods that you need to bulk up. Okay, so second thing you need to avoid as a skinny guy if you want to bulk up successfully is low-carb diets, okay? As a skinny guy, you have a very fast metabolism, which you need to imagine is constantly burning calories every single minute, okay? You have such a fast metabolism that you burn through pretty much whatever you eat. And that is why you're skinny, okay? That is why you haven't been able to gain more weight, because your metabolism is so fast, it simply burns through that energy and you don't have that excess energy that you can use to build more muscle. So what you need to do is make sure that you fuel yourself with enough carbohydrates in your diet so you can optimize your workouts, your energy, and feel more motivated in general, okay? Carbs have been researched to show that they improve your mood, improve your energy, and they're actually the most readily source of energy that your body uses in order to perform through the day. So as a skinny guy, you really don't want to have a low carb diet, because what's going to happen is your body is going to burn through all those carbs very fast. And if you have a low carb diet, you're going to feel drowsy, you're going to feel tired, and you're going to have low energy. You're not going to be able to do your workouts. You're not going to be motivated through the day, and you're just not going to build muscle, because you need to be in a state where you're motivated to train, you're motivated to follow your diet, you're motivated to get out of bed every single morning and attack your goals. And that comes with a high carb diet, okay? So start increasing your carbs. Don't have a low carb diet, have a high carb diet, and you're gonna see more results as a skinny guy. So third thing you need to avoid as a skinny guy is fasting, okay? So intermittent fasting is basically a strategy that a lot of guys use. And intermittent fasting has been something very popular in these days, and a lot of skinny guys ask me, should I do intermittent fasting? Well, intermittent fasting is actually a strategy to basically restrict your eating windows. So basically, sometimes you'll practice intermittent fasting. Maybe you'll do an 8-hour window, and you'll only eat from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so that's an 8-hour eating window. And what happens there is you actually restrict your eating window. So if you think about that, it's really good for losing weight, because you restrict your eating window and you're not able to eat as many calories. That's really good for losing weight. That's really good for losing body fat and just cutting down your calories so you can lose weight. But when it comes to gaining weight and when it comes to building muscle and putting on more size, it's one of the worst things you can do. Do not do fasting, because when you restrict your eating window, you're gonna eat less calories, okay? And you're not gonna be able to build more muscle. And what I preach on this channel is eating small and frequent meals consistently throughout the day, okay? The more you can have more meals, the better, okay? Because you're consistently feeding your body with food and calories, and that's how you can gain more weight. That's how you can build more muscle successfully. So, third thing to avoid is fasting, okay? Avoid it at all costs when you're trying to bulk up and gain weight as a skinny guy. So fourth thing you need to minimize and make sure that you don't do too much of is cardio, okay? So cardio is great if you want to keep up general well-being. You want to make sure that your cardiovascular health is great. You want to keep your heart healthy. Make sure to do some cardio in your day. Things like light walking, things like just your workouts is going to have a cardio effect as well. But you don't want to be doing huge cardio workouts, high intensity interval training all the time, sprints, playing too much sports, because what that does is it burns through your calories. And when you burn through a lot of calories, you're going to have to eat so much calories in order to get that energy back in so you can bulk up. So you want to think of it like a balancing effect, okay? If you burn too many calories during your cardio workouts, you're gonna have to eat more, okay? And this is why a lot of skinny guys struggle to bulk up, because they do so much cardio that in order to compensate for those calories and that energy, they need to eat an insane amount of calories in order to gain weight and bulk up. And you don't want that. You don't want to be eating 5,000 calories just so you can maybe maintain your weight or you can bulk up a little bit. You want to be eating an amount of calories that you can consistently do and you can consistently follow, while maybe doing a little bit cardio on the side so you can successfully gain weight. So you're gonna make sure that your priorities are right. Your priority right now is bulking up and gaining weight, and that's why it should be your number one priority. Everything else is secondary, okay? So cardio, minimize it. You can still do cardio like your favorite sports, maybe a light jog, maybe a light walk, but you really don't want to be doing too much that it affects your goals and affects how many calories you have to eat in too much of a quantity, okay? So the fifth thing that you really want to avoid is having too much caffeine, okay? So personally, I do have caffeine during the day. I have quite a lot, actually. I have maybe 2 to 3 coffees a day. But what I found and research has shown, caffeine stunts your appetite, okay? So if you drink too much caffeine, you're not gonna have an appetite to eat. And if you don't have an appetite to eat, you're really gonna struggle to get in those calories and eat more food. So one of the things you wanna avoid is actually having too much caffeine in your day, because it's gonna stun your appetite, make it harder for you to have your calories, have your foods, and have your meals. So make sure to watch the caffeine intake, just regulate it, don't have too much, okay? And see how it performs on your appetite, and just have enough so you still have an appetite during the day to eat your food, okay? So last thing to avoid, one of the most important things to avoid if you wanna build muscle and bulk up successfully as a skinny guy is the eat whatever diet, okay? So we wanna be following a proper diet strategy. So what I follow is, I follow the if it fits your macros rule. So I eat in basically strategically to my calorie goals and my macro goals. I put my clients on meal plans as well. I follow meal plans in the past. That is another diet strategy you can follow to structure your days and you know exactly what meals you have to eat to hit those calories. So again, those are both diet strategies that you can use to successfully bulk up. But what most skinny guys do is they eat whatever they want, okay? And that is not a good way to do it. I did that eat whatever I want strategy in the beginning. I ate chicken wings, I drank gallons of milk, and I ate whatever I wanted. I ate toast with tons of peanut butter on it. I ate whatever I want. And you know what happened? I didn't build any muscle and I put on tons of belly fat onto my belly, okay? So I became skinny fat. The reason for that is the macronutrient ratios were incorrect. They were completely out of proportion. The calories were way too high for me. So I ended up basically eating too much for my body to basically put on as muscle, and it became fat, okay? So you just wanna eat the right amount of calories, the right macronutrients. And what I mean by macronutrients is protein, carbs, and fats to maximize muscle gains and minimize fat gains. And you don't get that with an eat whatever you want diet. When you eat whatever you want, you will not get perfect results. You will not get optimized results, and you will not build the physique you really want. That comes with a proper diet strategy. Now, make sure that after this video, you download my free bulking meal plan and workout. That's gonna get you started on a diet strategy in order to bulk up successfully. And basically what I do for my clients is I build them proper meal plans and workouts. Particularly in those meal plans, we build them the right amount of calories, the right macronutrients to build muscle while simultaneously minimizing body fat, okay? And that is a proper way of bulking up and lean bulking properly by building as much muscle as possible and minimizing the body fat. And if you're interested in joining my program and becoming one of my clients, and I will personally build you one of those meal plans to go with your diet, and so you can follow to actually build more muscle in the next 30 days. And if you're interested in that, make sure to check that out in the links below. But that is one of the examples I wanna basically show to you of a way you can actually have a proper diet in place. You don't wanna be just eating whatever you want, whenever you want, and trying to pretty much guess the game. You don't wanna be guessing anything. You wanna know what you have to eat every single day in order to bulk up. So that was the last thing you have to avoid in order to bulk up successfully as a skinny guy. Go back through the video, through all the tips I've shown you. I have basically stumbled upon these mistakes and avoided them throughout my years so I can successfully transform my body and go from scrawny to brawny, and I hope you use them too. So hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to click the link below, get started on my free bulking meal plan, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.